Ace dodge. Now that's a way to bust a zone.
There it is, Rhett. That's Bradley Mays right there, finishing low into the legs of Ledecky. But there was a little bit of goodness right there for the Aggies in terms of a flow of offense. As you can see, there's a wheel route, Conrad pops, and they're just unselfish. When you draw someone, you move it. So here we go. We got another one. Let's draw, and look at that. High, low.
We'll see how two people slid to him right there, leaving a wide open Mays. And despite the fact that Ledeski's having an amazing day and he's one of the best goalies in this conference, it's hard to stop a shot right on the doorstep, especially when you got a seasoned finisher like Bradley Mays pump faking in your face.
Yep, he did the high to low and was patient, squeezing him between the legs. But Ledeski's short memory there. It's got to come back for the next one as it's 4-2.
Two quick goals out of the halftime break for the Aggies. Monty Hashemi gets the ground ball for the Bears as they sub their guys in. Mark Brugner, number 6, steps into the game. Coy Hancock, number 26, and number 13, Giuseppe Randazzo.
Randazzo coming out here, looking for the rock, but they're putting it away from him. Expect him to get the ball, though, sometime in this possession.
Nate Duncan is matched up with Will Sloan, their top cover guy. Splits. Top side, saved. Hayden MacArthur, great save.
What a save there by MacArthur. It might have trickled behind him a little bit, but like hockey goalies do, he squeezed the leg so it didn't go any further.
Beautiful clear.
As you can see there, what a save.
Ben Woodhouse handles it. Ben Woodhouse has a 4.0. Got to give him a shout out. The academic weapon, making it happen on the field and off.
Here we are.
Ball is up, handled by Treem. Treem is going to get doubled behind GLE, and he splits him, but he loses the ball. Nice move, but just not enough. Skip pass, time and room. Shot saved, Ledeski. Bailing the Bears out.
What a save there. Without that, they go up by 3, which is pretty tough to do. But here we are.
Russell Okupski gets the pass from Treem. Giuseppe Randazzo, we're getting a yellow call from the Baylor bench. They want to get their personnel in and slow this down.
Can't blame them. Just let up 2 goals, which was great offense by the Aggies, but they need to get one here as scoring is tough in this game, Rhett. So as they slow it down, there's Coy with the ball.
Coy shot saved. MacArthur having none of it. Off stick hip, not a problem.
Nothing seems to be a problem there.
Yeah,
MacArthur.
He is balling out.
Good defense for the Aggies, playing with the team.
I thought
like
Coy
mindset.
Hancock was going to fall on purpose and draw it.
No, Coy's
He
gritty.
splits. Handled by, oh, good look, Giuseppe. Just a little wide. Noah Miller couldn't get his stick out fast enough. Monty Hashemi and the rest of the D-mid squad entering the game as the Aggies look to clear.
As they push up that far sideline, it's super easy again with a simple clear. As they're pushed in transition, though. Aggies are subbing. The Bears seem to have all their defensive personnel on.
Mason Costa over to Mays. Mays wants to dodge. He's got the shorty. Never mind.
Just surveying the field right now. Getting it up, skip pass.
Great defense. That's number 5, Bert Carnes, or Carnes, Bert Carnes. Unforced turnover, I think, yep.
It's the right idea by Conrad. He drew someone, just pad pass to the feet of his teammate. So that resulted in the turnover. But here we are with the Bears looking to clear it on the opposite side now, just like the Aggies did last possession.
Great handle.
And there's your clear,
And a
Rhett.
beautiful one more. And they've been struggling to clear, but get that one over in time. Monty Hashemi will sub for Hancock.
Here's Giuseppe.
Rendazzo takes it to the right. Duncan moving it to Hancock.
I would like to see them to do this more, Rhett, at X Dodgers. There's some success with the skip passes, which we see
Here
right
we go.
now.
Need a little more mustard on it.
That's Conrad with the shot, but
Sloan bringing the break. Shot, rip. Nice take, Connor Milne. Number 23, giving Will Sloan an assist.
so you get your save from MacArthur, quick transition out to an easy, just low to high stinger top right. Look at this transition, wheels down there from your number 1 pole, skipping it to one of your best attackmen, just low to high rip.
Oh, nice placement. Off stick high, time and room. Connor Milne checking in.
We are back at the X though, 5-2 for the Aggies over the Bears here in Melissa, Texas.
That's a great shot of the face-off we got there. A little zoomed in action. Mason Costa.
Two good athletes battling all day today. This one shoe falls off. Aggies subbing slow right now, making sure they have the right personnel in the right spots as Mays comes up from the low wing up top.
And we're back to it.
Look for little wheels like they did with Conrad there, where he comes up the field. Instead, face dodge, okay. This is when he comes up the field.
Mays, shot just high.
It's a fast shot, Rhett.
It
That's
is.
on, that might go.
Yeah, Bradley Mays ripping its sidearm down the right alley.
28 on the shot clock for the Aggies. Picked up by Conrad from that loose pass.
Feed, Cooper, ball dropped. Looks like it's going to be picked up by the Bears. 2-on-1 opportunity, picked up by the Aggies. Broken play.
2 seconds on the shot clock, they gotta go.
Shot, saved.
So they're calling that
A
violation there on the shot clock, but Ledeski with the save anyway, so
Okupski on the move.
we're giving that to him, Rhett. Again, quick clear on the opposite side of the box. It's been very successful for both teams.
Nate Duncan will slow it down as his boys get into the game.
No goals in all their possessions in this quarter. Someone's got to take their matchup and just win it. But as you see a loose pass here coming out, it's the Aggies' ball.
And it was the right look, just a little too high for Hancock.
Brett Mays picks this one up for the Aggies on the side.
Brett and Brad, shout out to the Mays brothers.
Two sturdy, strong players for the Aggies. 1 on O, 1 on D. 5-2 here.
You think the Mays brothers ran some one-on-ones in their backyard growing up?
I think so. That's what they do. I don't know who would take the probably the offense gets the pick, Brett.
Yeah, do you and Will ever do that?
I destroyed Will. If you're hearing that, Will, you know that. He was much younger than me, but he played club ball at Princeton University. They were wearing UMass helmets as we get a throwaway here, picking it up by the Bears.
Shout out to Club Blacks all across the country. NCLL.
Not
great-
going to lie, Red, I played one game in club at Princeton when I was visiting Little Bro.
Did you really?
Yep.
How'd you do?
A little north of 5 goals.
We'll call it 6.
It was a good time, though. It's a great tailgate at the end of it. Got to see Grandma.
Is that what happens when you get a Division I lacrosse player playing Ivy club ball?
The Ivy kids just came from study hall, so I had an advantage regardless. State college
and then
educated.
right after the game, they were back to study hall.
Exactly. All right.
They didn't get to hit the town like the Aggies do after their games.
Costa here possessing the rock, getting rid of the long pulls, making sure his offensive players get out there so they can try to get another one to get up 4. Very slow play in the beginning of each of their possessions here for the Aggies as they dodge.
Milne is on the move, gives it up.
We call this style lacrosse junk, where it doesn't seem to be a lot of possessions in terms of that are organized. They just play lacrosse and someone bounces off of them. And that's what the zone does to you. It makes you play junk offense. But Aggies are settling in here now in the third quarter.
Good defense.
Pretty good look, though. Had a great play and boxed his man out on the crease, just dropped him in the head. But here we are, Ledecky.
Giuseppe Randazzo, a much-needed goal here. They've got the fast break over to Duncan. Duncan shot.
Off the pipe.
Frustrating for the Bears, but they're going to get the ball back. Duncan again with it. He'll slow it down this time.
60 seconds on the shot clock here with 2:10 left to go in the third quarter. The Bears are subbing slow, getting their personnel out there.
The third quarter that has been dominated by the 12th man.
It's been all Aggies this quarter, but the Bears, someone needs to make a play. And this is what I alluded to earlier, Red, going back to this X Dodgers. They had a lot of great looks here, whether it was a skip or just on the run shots. It's a tough feed there because he didn't draw anyone, meaning a slide, but regardless, they got the ball back with 22 left on the shot clock.
Brugner loses it. Good defense by Costa. Dang, Costa, what a handle. Pull on. Short time left on this clear, but you know MacArthur recognizes that and throws a seed.
Seed to the opposite side field of the box. That's patented now, Rhett. I mean, the Aggies are like 10 for 10 right now.
Hayden MacArthur is playing lights out.
The defense is just playing very confident behind their stud goaltender, Hayden MacArthur, and they're just flying around now. Looks like they're playing very loose on the D end, but we're seeing their offense sort of just pick up that confidence too here.
Yeah, a 3-goal cushion will make you start to play in your realm. But that's the one thing that has hurt the Aggies today.
It's just unforced errors. That's their fourth.
It's their fourth one on this exact same side of the field.
Yep. There's no sun here over Lake Melissa, so that's not the reason why.
Lake Melissa just shimmering.
Taking names.
Hard checks. Great defense. Treem with it now. Short time, 5 seconds. And that'll count as
quarter. No goals for the Bears, all due to MacArthur's great saves. But hey, the Aggies put in 3 to make it 5-2.
Thank you so much for tuning into this beautiful production of MCLA Lacrosse by Game On Sports Network. If you want to shout out, shoot us a DM at CanonLax. That's CANONLAX. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll take a quick break before the fourth.
Welcome back here in Melissa, Texas. We got the Aggies up 5-2 over the Bears. I'm Kevin Cutnella.
This is Rhett Cannon of Cannon Lax. Pumped to be here with my buddy Kevin.
Cannon Lax getting the DMs right now from everyone. So if you're out there listening and want to provide a comment or even just a shout out, DM Cannon Lax.
It's a beautiful day here in Melissa, Texas.
Well, yeah, Rhett, we got the light breeze coming out of the south over Lake Melissa. Can't get over it. The ducks are swimming. We might go in after this because it is a little hot.
It is a little hot, and you know I love swimming, Kevin.
You do. We spent a week and a half ago in Austin. We went to the lagoon, which Red calls it Barton Springs.
Yeah.
But we got
it's not the lagoon.
It's the lagoon, but we got to watch a stellar game, which was on Lacrosse Network from one of our clips. We 16-15, Texas won an OT over SMU, Red.
They sure did. And they might be seeing each other again in this tournament, depending on how it plays out on either side of the bracket. After this, at 8 p.m., Kevin and I will be calling the Texas versus Missouri game.
That'll be a fun one. Got to comment on the Texas team. They're great. I haven't got a chance to do it for the Missouri team, so I'm excited.
Yeah, we'll get in touch with the Missouri coach pregame and see about getting everybody's name for the rosters. But that's a game I know these Texas boys are super excited for.
As we're slowed down here, Rhett, I see Curbs is definitely bench 420 after looking at this. Look at this on the screen. He's massive.
Yeah, he's a huge guy, and he's taking this face off. He's got to be 6'3", 220 minimum. But Monty Hashemi coming up with the second-time GB, and now he's running for his life as Bradley Mays is, oh my goodness, swimming out of traffic is Hashemi. Maybe he's going to Melissa Lakes after this.
He is. He's got the invite.
Monty showing off speed.
Now that's a D-midi mentality, not stopping until I can get the ball somewhere safe. So he took that all the way to X.
Check out his cleats too. His soccer cleats, lime green, extra
flash.
Speed.
That's a gritty play to come out of the fourth here. Hopefully the Bears can pick up on that momentum and energy.
Yeah, a ground ball and a possession they desperately needed as they are down 3 with 1 quarter to go for the rest of their season. As we got a couple Harleys driving by.
One big Harley that was.
Here comes Duncan. He's getting inside. Shot saved. Picked up. Goal! Way to clean it up.
Beautiful finish there. Tough first shot, but saved by MacArthur like they've seen all day, and that's what we call a garbage goal. So having someone on the crease is super important. You can see Duncan running down the alley here. Didn't really get a good look, but had to shoot it because his hands were free. And there is Miller ready to clean it up and puts his team within 2.
Soft hands, Noah Miller.
The Bears needed that, and that all started from the face-off win.
A goal's a goal. And I can hear the assistant coaches saying starts off with the hard work by Monty Hashemi. That's right, number 7. Got a 50-50 ball here at the X. Mucking it up are the Bears and the Aggies. We're going to get a first-time GB attempt. Over, released, picked up by Treem. Back to Ledeski. Coy Hancock subbing into the game in the box. 2-goal game in a game where these goals come very, very seldomly. Coy Hancock on the run, slows it down. Giuseppe Randazzo going to sub in here in a second. Shot clock near Melissa Lakes. We've got some problems.
Could be a seagull messing with it, but the Bears here, what I'd like to see on this offensive possession, Red, is them to manipulate that slide. They haven't done enough drawing it, but it does show, which means it negates the player from getting to where they want. So by doing that, you need to throw a pump fake or even just draw the side officially, but you got to manipulate that more and draw offense for your team.
Yeah, maybe once you see a slight hezzy, fake pass, just a little pump.
Just something.
To even get them biting a little bit so you can get your hands free for a shot. But it's tough to beat these guys on your first time dodge anyway because they're so athletic.
Exactly. And you
Except Giuseppe says, I can do it. Beautiful pass and a goal. Wow, Giuseppe. Beautiful pass.
And that's Miller again getting cleaned up, but hey, he got that goal, which is a great thing for that. Look at that down the alley here.
That's it. Not where Miller is going to be. And Noah finishes it as he takes a hard check to the back of the head.
Wasn't an and one there, so be even still. But I actually think that rock was going to Conrad, who was sneaking to the back pipe. And Miller,
I saw him there on the replay as well.
Miller said, "Let me take it. I'm 1 for 1 right now in this quarter."
Make it 2 for 2. Noah Miller, the lefty, gets absolutely rocked late though. No penalty.
That's Texas lacrosse, though, Rhett. You can only get it with a whack, but a hit is good. So here we are, 5-4.
He's going to need to go to a chiropractor. You know a guy, Kev?
I don't know any chiropractors. I know where the Starbucks is and Terry Black's. That's it.
And I know where is.
You do. You definitely. That was like, I don't know, 2 minutes it took him to finish that big game. That's a feat.
And nuggets.
That was just so you didn't have to compare nugget.
I got a take, and I don't think it's a hot one. The best nuggets you can buy from a fast food restaurant are the Wendy's spicy nuggets. But anyway, let's focus on the game. 5-4 here in Melissa as Baylor has come to life.
So the Aggies are back on offense. We saw a decent shot there. If that was on, I would have loved it. But, hey, he did the right thing, which was come off the defender and take a shot.
We get our close-up angle here. That's Renzo with the ball. Got Connor Cooper with the rock now. Back to Garone. Cutter. They feed him. He misses it. Ball rolls out of bounds, going the Bears' way. And check out those Baylor helmets. The matte green with the old school Sikkim Bear logo. Yellow accents. That's my favorite helmet in the MCLA, I think.
Those are clean helmets there, Rhett.
They're beautiful. The whole kit is tough. And I will say on these adrenaline jerseys that the Aggies have, I love the dog on the side. Here we go. Pole goal maybe? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Bully ball for Beasley. Wow. What a goal from the close defenseman.
He was
Trucking
just playing some bully ball there, Rhett, lowering that shoulder. Beasley, look here in the replay, saying, all right, no one's coming to me. No one's open. I'm just going to lower my shoulder here on Conrad and stick it in the cage. Wow.
What a goal. Crease crank. 5-hole. I love it.
Everything went well there for Beasley.
Game is tied. Just like that. Timeout. Aggies and the Bears are fired up. We're here on Game On Sports Network. I'm Rhett Cannon.
Kevin Catanella.
What a game. We'll take a quick break. We've got 11 minutes left.
back here. Tied game at 5 apiece with 11:55 left to go in the game. What a run by the Bears. I'm Kevin Cutnella here with Rhett Cannon.
Rhett Cannon here.
Cannon Lax answering those DMs for you all. But man, we got a 5-5 game. I got to listen over there from both head coaches. The Bears are saying to keep pressing on it and to push. And then the Aggies over there were saying, let's go, stop the bleeding. Let's turn this one around. Here, we got a infraction here with a hold. Bears ball, 5-5 game.
Monty Hashemi slips. Sniper in Melissa Lakes.
It's the Loch Ness Monster there. He's back. He wants some bear. That's what he's saying.
Man, Bear Pig.
Aggies have the rock now coming off the timeout. So, Red, what I heard from it is them to stop the bleeding. So this is going to be a goal. That's what we're going to see.
You think so?
I think so.
You're calling it now?
I have no choice.
You got your crystal ball, Kev?
That's it.
Who's scoring it?
Oh, man, anyone can score it, but I think Conrad's going to shoot it. He hasn't shot enough this game. As they get in their zone offense, looking to wheel it around.
Mason Costa playing a little game of catch. Mays on the low crease. Garone over to Milne. Back to Costa. Hard shot. Wide. And Ledeski doesn't like it. He's telling Randazzo, I need you here.
30 seconds on the shot clock.
Oh!
Crystal ball lies.
Pass high. Your crystal ball has some fog on it.
Yeah, I got it from Five Below. It's going in the trash now.
What do you know about Five Below?
That's where you bought our Lagoon towels. I know everything about it.
It's not the Lagoon, it's Barton Springs, and it's beautiful.
Here we are. Ball's on the ground. 7 seconds left to clear it for the Bears.
Short time, need an Air Force. Let it fly, and he does. Not the worst, not the best. Would much rather give them possession back there than up here.
Exactly. So if he kept it in his stick, the ball drops exactly where his feet is, which is a very good opportunity for the Aggies. But hey, he sent it down and let them clear it. But ball's on the rock.
Garone handles it.
Under 10 to go in this game. Knotted at 5. Aggies back on the offensive attack.
And what a game it has been.
So they were finding a lot of success with the wheel. Here's one.
And what likely would have been a goal for Costa, just couldn't come up with it.
Unfortunate turnover there. The Bears look to clear it now.
Nice move, splitting the double. And he falls, Sniper in Melissa Lakes. Stop breaking! Who's it going with? Ball goes Bears.
But now Rhett, 7 seconds on that clock to get it over.
We're looking at another Air Force. Ledeski knows. No, he didn't know. Clock didn't reset. Some extra time for the Bears.
I think the Lake Melissa Loch Ness Monster's playing some pranks on that shot clock, Rhett.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, there's a lake behind the other side of the field. You'll be able to see it here in a second when we pan over. There's the lake.
Beautiful.
Nice goose.
Ball's on the floor here. Looks
picked up. Duncan's going to get it. And I love Nate Duncan's handle.
Gritty ground ball there by Duncan. I mean, he took a whack to his wrist, but
if he moves to Dallas, we got to get him on Dallas Lacrosse Club.
You're the recruiter, Rhett. You got a big NIL.
I'm already looking. he'd be a baller out at John Paul II. He'd be putting men's league players in a blender.
That's what we need there on DLC, just another great player. But here we are, ISO at X. So, Rhett, we had a lot of success there.
Yep, Coy Hancock. Is he going to drop the finalizer? Goes to his left, surveys, draws a slide, rolls back, and he's D-twigged.
My gosh, what a check.
What a check. Who is that? What number was that?
I'm going to look on the roster right now. I think it's number 32, but let me see.
That was nasty.
Caden Bender, I'm seeing. 33.
Bender putting the stick on the turf.
I mean, all day that check is just falling. I like that.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's giving Bender too much to work with as far as length of the stick. Hanging it.
Long pole, Rhett.
Yeah, hanging it a little bit. Just enough for Bender to de-twig him. And if you've been de-twigged before, it's humiliating.
You've been de-twigged a lot, Rhett?
You've seen me be de-twigged, Kevin.
It's a long run back to the box to sub.
It sure is. Great save, Ledeski.
Up and out. What a great pass. Push in transition now.
Boys are on the move. Here come the Bears. I think they'll slow it down.
Cunningham with the wheels, though, to clear it out as he sets a nice pick. Okay, here we go. Pushing it.
Great lift. Picked up by Duncan.
Duncan says, hey, let's get everyone off. That's a D-midi and let's get our offensive studs out there.
Here we go. Time and room. Does he go one more?
There's Snell.
Takes the shot and it's saved. And he's bodied. High hit. Looked clean, honestly.
High hit regardless, and it is a clean hit, so we have the Aggies balls that fell out of bounds.
Wow, what a play by the defense. I think Snell should have given it to his guy. Either shot it with the left hand or given it one more.
It happened so fast, he probably should have just finished that high to high, but what a save by MacArthur all around.
Look at it again.
And what a hit by
wow.
Sloan.
MacArthur, what would have been 5-hole, saved by MacArthur. And then what a hit. Jeez.
That's the Mays twin and Sloan tag team in that rock.
What a hit. 2 huge hits we've seen. 3, including the truck. And A&M almost cashes in on the crease. This game is getting crazy. Ledeski says, whoa, don't touch that ball. It's our possession.
2 great saves by both goalkeepers here, Ledeski and MacArthur. So, again, the goalies are still showing it. That's why it's 5-5 still. Right?
And despite the fact that it's only 5-5, we've seen it all today.
We have, and that's fun for us and fun for everyone watching. It means the game's competitive and people are trying. Just the goalkeepers today are on one as we get a great ride.
Baylor struggling to clear it.
That's a desk pop, Brett.
A goose that is going to end up with another massive hit. Oh my gosh! They're fighting for their lives out here. Bodies flying.
2 bodies on that one.
As Papa Roach said, let the bodies hit the floor.
Red, if you're going to quote that, you got to do the beginning part. There, it is.
That was a bad one.
But we're going to get the
look at this
penalty
hit right
in
here.
A second.
Nothing worse than coming up with what you think was a GB and then getting sandwiched by 2 Aggies.
The Aggie Oreo, we call that one.
The Aggie Oreo, exactly. Jeez.
But that's Texas lax, Rhett. A
Nope.
little bit of hitting.
So I think the Bears are man up.
They will be. We just got to hear if it's 1 or 2 men up for them.
We have not had an official come to the bench yet.
They're consulting on it. It must be high breeze out there over by the lake.
Yeah, Melissa Lake. Here we go. About to get a call. Two-minute non-releasable. Number 14 on the Aggies. 30 seconds. They'll be man up. 2 men man up for 2 minutes, 30 seconds?
So this is likely going to be a stack as it's the same penalty, but right now we have a 2-minute unreleasable and a 30-second penalty on top as the Bears take advantage.
So will they be 2 men down? Yeah, it'll be 2. Aggies will be 2 men down for 2 minutes. And one man down for 30 seconds. That's what we've come away with, yeah.
1 being unreleasable, so
yep. So they're locked in. Regardless of if they score, it won't cancel out the penalty. They'll still be man up.
And lock-in penalties generally only happen when it's a unsafe play to the neck or head area. So there's a defensive player. You see that in football when a cornerback comes across the middle on a slant and kind of knocks out a receiver that can't see him. So that's kind of what we saw there. He rolled into that hit, but it was high and a little late because he didn't even have possession. So altogether, that's an unreleasable call. So the Bears take a timeout there. Expect them to draw up something really clean to take advantage of this unreleasable penalty. Rhett, when you have an unreleasable penalty, do you go right away, even though it's 5-5, or do you be patient and try to get the right shot?
The last thing you want to do is turn it over. You're going to get a look. You're 2 men up. You're going to get a look. But the thing is, Hayden MacArthur is a freak.
He's in the heads of all these Bears players. I mean, the only shots that went in were within 3 yards.
So to answer your question, are you asking me personally, like if I was playing?
If you were playing, Red, I know what you would do. You'd crease dive.
I would just, yeah, well, it's hard to crease dive on man up, but I would just shoot it if I thought I would score. But honestly, it's hard to score on this goalie. He's insane. So I think they're going to get the best look possible. If they can get it within 7 yards, that's their best bet. But the last thing they want to do is let MacArthur save it, but not just save it, maintain possession of it.
And here we are now as the Bears are pushing the rock around the perimeter. Look for someone or 2 people to crash the crease, as that's a tough spot to guard when you have 2 men down on the defensive end.
Pass to the crease.
Lucky handle there, but
picked off. Last thing you wanted to happen. Here comes Sloan. And they'll look to kill this penalty, but they can double. Treem. And that is a heartbreaker for the Baylor Bears, as they needed to cash in on that double man up extra opportunity. And they'll double the ball here on Garone. Not giving as much pressure as I'd like. Connor Cooper with the rock now. And they are trying to kill this 2-minute penalty.
They're doing a great job at that. The guys seem to be a little gassed, but that's all right because there's not a lot of pressure from the Bears. There's just 30 seconds left on the shot clock. Penalty we haven't heard about yet, but 2 minutes is coming up.
And it looks like the Bears will probably get one more shot at a man-up opportunity, as they hope the Aggies don't convert man down.
10 seconds left. The Bears
Coach is telling them 10 seconds. They want them to shoot. Here we go. Time and room. Saved. Ledeski.
Made that look effortless.
One bounce. Perfect.
Opposite side of the field clear. It's clean. There is an even amount of players now on the field, so
wow,
wasted opportunity for the Bears.
Completely. The Aggies held it down like they needed to. Not worst case scenario for the Bears, but certainly not best. As we are still tied, they have possession, 3 minutes 30 in the rest of the game. One team's season will end tonight. Coy Hancock inverts, goes up the hash, passes to Duncan. Duncan to his left. Duncan back to his right. Hard shot, rip! Nate Duncan! Shooters shoot!
Incredible shot there.
Off the hip for number 8, letting it fly, repping 214 on his helmet. Shout out the city of Dallas.
Sees his defender look left, says, nope, I will go left now, and then just flips the hip and rips it. What a shot there.
Deemer Class would have loved that. That's the answer move.
That is the answer move. Shout out Deemer Class. He didn't patent that. That's a more of a, Brendan O'Neill style shot or McAdory, but Deemer Class sure as heck is teaching everyone else in the country how to shoot like that.
Shout out First Class Lacrosse. Shout out Nate Duncan getting one on the board. A huge goal for the kid, the senior.
After around 10 minutes of them not scoring, Texas hasn't even scored in this. Sorry, Texas A&M has not scored in the fourth quarter, but Duncan was like, we're in a dry spell right now. We had put in 3 early. Let me just take this one myself and put it in.
And every other shot he's taken has been saved. So it was, you said it. You said it. Shooters shoot. If you're shooting 10 shots a game and you score 3 times, you are at a high clip.
Exactly. Especially one of the better players on your team, which Duncan is. You need to be shooting the rock.
Great take by number 8 to take the lead. And the Baylor Bears have possession again. And now the clock is on their side.
Look for them to not slow it down here, to look for another opportunity, because they've been very patient with their offense, meaning they don't take too many risks.
Feeling confident. No slide. Not needed as Will Sloan is giving him the work. Rolls back. Saved. Picked up. Goal! The Bears take a 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left in the contest.
And there it is. Coming down from 5-3, making it 7-5 Baylor Bears with a garbage goal. But that's not garbage, that's treasure right there. So you can see here, it's a decent shot. He felt hot there, but my gosh, ball is on the rock. No one there for the Aggies to pick it up. And just the easiest goal of his career will happen right there.
Number 42, cashing in, calling the trash man, and it's trash day.
7-5 here, Melissa, Texas. The Aggies call a timeout here, and we'll be right back.
I want to give a quick shout out to Aunt Kathleen. She says hi, Kevin.
Hey, Aunt Kathleen.
And we'll take a quick break here on Game On Sports Network as the Bears have exploded here in the fourth quarter. And we are back here on Game On Sports Network. I'm your play-by-play, Rhett Cannon at CannonLax. That's CANONLAX. I'm here with my good buddy, Kevin Cottonella. Kevin, what's going on?
Besides the DM from my aunt, a lot. We got the Baylor Bears up 2 with 2 minutes and 19 seconds left as they come away with the faceoff, but they came all the way back from 5-2 here, Rhett.
They sure did, but the Aggies are not out of this yet. Fighting for the ball, 2 players down. They're going to have to call time. Collision in the middle of the field. Let's hope both these boys are okay. We'll pan off of them as both players are slow to get off. The Baylor bench is taking a knee.
Yeah, unfortunate collision in the middle of the field. Didn't see each other and just collided. So
both teams taking a knee. 2 minutes left in this contest. And we will go to a quick break. We are back. Both players are okay. And we are back here on Game On Sports Network as both players are okay and on the bench getting some water. Aggies in a must-need situation. A shot fake, save, Gledeski.
Ledeski again denying it. Not a bad shot. They needed one because they were under 2 now. So they got to push and get an opportunity here. And the zone's been a dagger the whole game. So
it's changed everything from them. Mays with a shorty. Early hedge. Tries to get inside, and he does. Back to his right. Stuffed. Ledeski putting on a show.
Incredible
the
save
senior
there.
Not going out sad.
Mays had a great shot there. It's just
It
a
is.
better save.
It is.
He patted his feet to get underneath, which is everything you coach. So he did everything right, just a better save.
Cooper with the rock. Over to Mays. Shot wide. Good handle. 1 minute, 12 seconds left in this contest.
Rolling down to the minute now. The Aggies got to put one on Cage to test this. Here they are, good hitch.
Over to Cooper. Shot, just wide. Ledeski said I was there. They don't give it to him. 55.5 seconds. Angel numbers on the board at Melissa Lakes. And the clock is not running.
Lock this monster all over the clock there. In all seriousness, no, that was around 10 seconds for them to realize.
Very frustrating for the Bears as they needed that clock running. Clock really struggling here at Melissa Lakes.
So it happens when you're near water, but hey, Rhett, they don't have to worry about the shot clock at least. So there's no pressure, but there's a ton of pressure because you need to.
Man, I've seen crazier things, but it looks like Baylor's got this.
The big lady did not sing yet, Rhett, but they're sitting in their zone ready to go.
Let's go. Oh, we need one out.
As they organized the clock, they said, just shut it off, and I'll take it here on my G-Shock. That's what the official said. So over now to him. He'll be holding that for 50 seconds.
You think he's wearing a G-Shock? Looks like an Apple Watch to me, but I do like the call out. Maybe it's a Garmin.
Garmin's good. Tough. I don't know if he's a runner. He might be a lifter.
What do you wear? What is that?
I got the Garmin because it's a. If I look at it, it might want me to go run, but I don't.
You don't? You
No.
don't run? You look like you run. Just kidding, Kevin.
run to the fridge and back. That's all I got in me nowadays. But here we are. We got 55 seconds left to go in the game. The Aggies need 2 to tie it up. As they're testing the water, they got a crease opportunity right to Ledeski. And he quick clears this.
High.
High check, but the
Ball
ref
is
was
down.
running with his G-Shock.
Big hit, Okupski. And a flag? Interesting. What do you think, Kevin?
Arguable on that call, but I don't mind it because he didn't see him again.
True.
If there was full possession, it would have been a great call. I mean, it wouldn't have been a great call, but since he didn't have it fully, we can expect that call to happen every time. But you can see on this instant replay, head is still down 1 step and just gets clipped.
I don't like it.
I'm
going to be honest.
siding with the refs because we're going to have pizza with them in a little bit. So
Okay.
we got to be nice.
And as you know, I'm always nice to the refs.
Yeah, you are. That's for everyone thinking it's sarcastic. It's true. So the Aggies here, 20 seconds left to go in the game. They have man-up opportunity right now. They need to, Rhett.
I think there's about 25, 30 seconds left in this game. They turned the clock off because it's not doing so hot. And the Bears mucking it up. Monty Hashemi and company, they goose it.
Best
Ball's
pop.
long. Can't see over there because the bench is in our face. And that is the game. The Baylor Bears win 7-5 after being down 5-2. They explode in the fourth quarter. Baylor Bears are on to the next round and will play the winner of Missouri, Texas at 8 p.m. Thank you so much for tuning in to Game On Sports Network. I'm Rhett Cannon of Cannon Lax, and this is Kevin Cottonella. It's a pleasure to be here.
Incredible game, comeback game for the Bears, but good effort all around, especially after a long bus ride for both teams.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Check us out in 1 hour when Texas plays Missouri. Take care, everybody.